Hello everyone, my name is and today's date is 6th of August 2022. Today I will be sharing some information regarding the string immutability concept used in Java. So without further ado, let's start it. So first of all, we'll go through the string. So what does mean by string? So string is nothing but basically string is object in class which refers to the superclass of final. So final superclass does not allow us to modify the string. So we can conclude that the string is nothing but the sequence of character which also contains some alphanumerical values which enclosed in double quotes. So basically string is always written in the double quotes for the JVM to understand the concept. So there are two ways in Java. So we can create a string. The first one is by using the new keywords, and the second one is by using the literal. So first of all, we will check the first way of creating string, that is by using the new keywords. So the syntax of the syntax used for writing string is like as we have to mention that data type followed by the reference variable is equal to the new keyword and the data type again and the object itself. So we will understand it more deeply by taking an example. Suppose I have to create a string, so I have to initialize the string by using the data type string by followed by a reference variable a, or whatever kind of reference variable you want to choose, you can use. Then the new keyword here is used for dynamic memory allocation and memory management system. So which helps the object to occupy memory in the JVM itself. So followed by the keyword new, we mentioned the data type again, string, and the object. So whatever I want to write in the string, enclosed in double quotes, I will write that. So what's happened when we create a string by using the new keyword? So when we use a new keyword, the string object of suppose I have created a string of name Gaurav. So the string object is Gaurav. So when we create a string using the new keyword, the string object Gaurav will be stored in the heap memory, while its reference variable S1 will be stored in the stack memory itself. And JVM understand that the string is being created by using the literals also. That means enclosed in double quote, it will store another reference in the SCP itself. So initially we have only one reference variable to the string, which is pointing toward the object stored in the heap memory. So JVM itself creates a reference variable for the object stored in the SCP and internally handles it. So suppose I have to operate another functions on the given string. So suppose I have to concat a string. So when I used to concat the original string by using another keyword itself, like the original string was Gaurav and I have to concat it with my surname Kulkarni. So the new object will be stored in the heap memory as Gaurav Kulkarni, and the Kulkarni literal will be stored in the literal itself as it does not existed earlier. So there is another way of creating a string that is literal. So literal is nothing but it's a hash code. It is a hash code reference of a fixed value. So whenever we try to create a string using literal, or whenever we try to create an object, so when object has been created or the literal has been used, or memory or object should require memory to store it. So Java consists of two types of memory. The first one is the heap memory and the second one is the stack memory. So the type of string we are going to create with the literal is stored in the SCP itself, while the reference variable is stored in the stack. So suppose I have created a string as a reference variable A and name Gaurav. So the reference variable A will be pointing toward the object Gaurav. So suppose I have to create another string with the same object but the different reference variable. So the string B has been created with the same object as earlier as Gaurav. So the JVM will search for the object itself in SCP, and if the object is still existed, then JVM will not going to create another object for the string, but only share the reference variable of earlier string. So the new string B does not going to create a new object Gaurav, as the Gaurav is already existed in the SCP. The as a reference variable A from the original string which referring the object, B is also going to share the same reference to the same object. So suppose I have to create a 1000 string, say then, but the object is same. JVM does not going to create 1000 objects again and again. It will only share the reference variable of original string. But there is some flaw itself. So suppose if I have to create a 1000 strings with the same object. So suppose I have performed another operation on the original string, which is pointing by the reference variable A. Then the original object will be so suppose original object was Gaurav and the new operation performed on the string is concatenation of Kulkarni string. So the new object will be created in the SCP and saved as Gaurav Kulkarni. So initially the A reference variable A was pointing towards the original object A, will shift its will now pointing toward the new object created Gaurav Kulkarni. So as B was sharing the reference variable of A reference, so now as A shifted its pointed toward the new string, B becomes unreachable and inaccessible due to the original object not present there. So to avoid this conflict or to avoid this, the string is created immutable. So immutable is nothing but we cannot define or we cannot modify a string once it is defined. So that's it for all. Thank you.